Welcome back, everyone, to Crusader Kings 3. If you have not seen this campaign up to this point, there's a link in the description that will take you back to episode 1. We are now in the reign of the giant King Ernst of Bohemia, 26 years old. Hopefully, my kingdom, my reign will last a long time. You can see the size of our realm here in the center of Europe. And I noticed that the Duchy of Augsburg, which is something that I'm actually an heir to, in fact, I'm second in line for the Duchy of Augsburg, is currently in the middle of a holy war for the Duchy of Lower Silesia. So we could very well see our realm expand even without any action on my part. So my main concern right now is to increase my income, keep things solid, and make sure that I pass this kingdom down to the next generation. Most importantly, by having a son. Right now I just have two daughters, Princess Katharina and Princess Mechthild. I would really like to have a son at some point. Let's see what happens today. Alright, so the very Duchess Bertrada that I am attempting to murder, although I can't seem to get anybody to join the scheme so I can get that territory from her, is showing up to show me homage. I guess I need to accept. It's going to add some grandeur and some much needed prestige to our court. We can actually now hold court. Alright, so it costs prestige to do that, 100. But hopefully we can get some good decisions here that'll make a difference. Alright, allow the first to approach. A peasant steps forward carrying a petition. My liege, I come to you as a representative of the Czechs from the city of, I will not attempt to pronounce that. Our plea is to see an important monument of our culture restored was ignored by the mayor. He is hindering us from rebuilding. So it would cost us all the gold I have left to please those peasants. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to save the money. All right, Princess Theodorata, my aunt, strides forward. She says, my nephew Hildemar is among the greatest houses of Bohemia. Excluding your most qualified and prominent followers only serves to sow division and mistrust. All right, interesting. Bavaria will always have my ear. That'll gain some. I have an indented hook on Theodorata. That might come in handy when the time comes to have that. Ludwig wants a job. He wants to be my bodyguard. Interesting. Beware the guy who wants the job, but we do get along pretty well, so I guess we'll go ahead and accept that. Alright, so not a lot really changed in any significant way, but we'll see what happens moving forward. Alright, I've got a son at last. What's a good name for him? Joseph. Alright, we'll go with Joseph. Alright, Joseph. Prince Joseph of Bohemia. My son and heir. Now heir to the kingdom of Bohemia. So where does that leave my daughter, Princess Katharina? It leaves her with nothing, because all of my titles are going to go to my son. Well, this is less than ideal. The existence of my plot to murder Duchess Bertrada, which had very little chance of success anyway, has now been discovered. So I guess we're probably best just to let that one go. Alright, there's Bertrada again. While I lament about how poorly organized the tournament is, my steward, I forgot she's my steward, walks up and pushes me straight into the horse's water troughs. Oh yeah, that is not gonna happen. We're already losing prestige. Not gonna be allowed. We have a court event available. Get some monthly prestige per night. Alright, let's see what the court event is. Why would you not honor that knave? Why would you honor that knave, Ludwig? Boy, this guy's like enormous too. Jeez, look at the size of this dude. My knight, he's just giant. My knight is livid. Yeah, let's not. We're gonna make him my court tutor. Yeah, we got a guy that huge needs to be placated. So we only need one more county to be able to create the Duchy of Salzburg. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my council and get going on fabricating that claim to do just that. So now my rival Duchess Bertrada has created a cadet branch of our family. So that kind of stinks. You can see their House Moran. It's still got the Stilwagen crest, but adds a different one there too. So let's take a look at. We've got 3 houses in the Stilwagen dynasty now because Princess Theodorata created a cadet branch, and so did Marin, the House of Marin. They've got a lot of strength there, and that kind of concerns me a little bit. Looking at our dynasty tree, you can see there Theodorata, who's my aunt, and then of course we can go back up another generation and see Duchess Bertrada all the way there. It's my grandfather's sister, and she's still alive. She's 56 years old. So quite a few generations still alive here, because actually several of my grandfather's sisters are still alive. His brother Count Friedrich died. His brother Count Lothar died, but the 3 sisters are all still living. Well, things are going from bad to worse. Now my rival and vassal Duchess Bertrada has discovered that I am the mastermind behind the plot to murder her. I should have stopped that. Now all close family members and spouses of Duchess Bertrada lose 70 opinion of me for 20 years. If we didn't already. Yeah, it looks like we already ended it, so I guess now's a good time to not try and murder my family member. Alright, how are we doing on our fabrication of a claim? We're getting close. Ecstatic peasantry. Ooh, nice. Just in time. Send the soldiers to collect more gifts. Now that will reduce my county control level there. I don't want to do that. Okay, there we go. We're going to spend 87 to press that claim. That's going to pretty well wipe me out financially. Propose an alliance. Yes, please. Okay. Now we're going to do this. I'm not going to have the money to be able to create the duchy, though. So, but it will gain me another county, which right now I need the income from said county. All right, we're going to declare war on a bishop. Oh, no, I don't have the prestige. I didn't even think about that. All right, you know what? It's going to hurt us in terms of fame, but I'm going to do it anyway. Raise the army. This should go pretty quick, although I've got a pretty small army compared to where I've been. Oh, maybe not. This is going to be a tough battle. Pretty close in numbers. But I've got 7 knights to his 4. I've got a pretty solid commander. Should be able to win this. Hopefully we've got enough soldiers to complete the siege. Alright, let's take a look and see how the battle went. Alright, so Mayor Arnulf killed 33 in that battle, and Duke Christoph, my half-brother, killed 28. Nicely done by both of them. So now we lay siege, and we do have enough troops to be able to complete that siege. Now, he'll probably come back and attack me at least once before it's all said and done, but I think we should be okay. Yep, here he comes. Beautiful. Let's see how that one went. Christoph, 23 kills that time. Arnulf, 22. Those two are definitely by far our best fighters. And that's just about going to do it. Let's take a look and see. Extra skill points for children. That's actually really helpful. Oh, Mayor Arnulf has been wounded. No, no, no. He's going to die. He's got an infected wound. He's probably going to die from that. There's no end to the opinions and wants of my son and heir, Joseph. Half the time he's trying to tell me what to do instead of the other way around. He's bossy. Well, I mean, he is going to be the boss, so not a terrible thing, I guess. Okay. There it is. We've got victory. Obviously, we are in the hole in prestige, but not a huge deal right now. Most important thing is we need to start rebuilding our financial situation. First in line for the Duchy of Augsburg. Now we just need Bertrada to die. She is 57 years old, so it's not like is a foregone conclusion that she's going to live for a while. Maybe we'll get lucky. So, Princess Theodorata, my aunt, Marshal, and Vassal, is demanding that I give her the embellished Myrmidon figurine, which I'm honestly not all that concerned about. You can have it. Not worth going to war over a little statue. All yours. Greetings, my amicable liege. I have arrived in Augsburg to pay homage to you. Receive Count Herswind in your royal court. Excellent. Serve me well. There we go. We get back on the positive side on prestige again. Unfortunately, we need 250 gold to create the Duchy of Salzburg. And we are absolutely nowhere near close enough to being able to do that, even when we refill our men-at-arms. Oh, another daughter. Emma's a good name. We'll go with Emma. I like that. I'll see what happens, though. You give in to one with the artifacts, and then suddenly all the women in the kingdom start coming out wanting artifacts. I am not going to give in to Duchess Bertrada. We'll see what she does. I may be in a difficult situation here, as I would expect. She's probably pretty powerful, but I do have an ally now, so we're going to decline. Let's see what she does about it. She wouldn't go to war over an artifact, would she? I wouldn't think she would. Well, she has started an independence faction against me, but she's only got 44% of my military power, so not too worried about that right now. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we've got a war being declared on us. You are weak and I am strong. There is no other justification needed for me to come and take what I wish from you. And he's calling, 7,600 troops. Wow, that's a problem. That's a real problem. How in the heck does he have 7,600 troops? And why don't I have any allies? Oh my goodness, I am in real trouble here. There's 4,500, but with his allies he would have more. Oh my goodness, this is bad. This is really, really bad. We need some allies and we need them in a hurry. Okay, I'm starting to create some alliances. I have betrothed both of my elder daughters. One is betrothed to the son of Count Demetrio of the House of Genoa. And then my other is actually betrothed to a relative, my cousin, but it works and it's a matrilineal thing. So let's go ahead now and look at Prince Joseph and who might be available there. We're doing all of these based on alliance power, but I'm also looking for people who are close by, like French, for example. So let's do that. And then hopefully that gets us another ally. And we're going to start calling these allies to the fight in an attempt to try and get some help. Got 1,800 soldiers here. I'm going to try to pull them back because he's sending this massive army down toward me. Alright, where's that going to put us in terms of our ability to fight back? It's getting us a little closer. I think we're going to end up having the numbers when it's all said and done. Now the question is, can we coordinate those numbers? Alright, we're about even now, and with a third alliance being created, we should have another person we can call to the alliance. Okay, so now you see that we have a total of 5,800 against 4,500 by the attackers. So now it's just going to be a question of being able to coordinate those armies. So let's keep our 1,860 close by. Oh, another enemy ally just joined the war. That puts them up to 5,000. This is getting crazy now. Alright, so there's 643 right here. We can take them on right off the bat. Actually, they're coming toward us, so even better. So that's kind of how this needs to go. We need to be able to take on small numbers. Oh, that's actually an ally. Perfect. Let's merge. Can we merge those together? Excellent. All right, I'm doing something kind of crazy now. I'm offering my 1-year-old Princess of Bohemia, Emma, as a betrothal to a chieftain who's in his 60s, just so we can get his army, because he'll die before she's even of age to marry him. So not a lot of downside there, I don't think. Let's see if we can call him to the war now. And I don't know what kind of army he's got, but we're going to need it because the enemy army is up to 7,000 now. Let's see what this guy's got. Oh, yeah, that puts us up to 8,000. Oh, man, we're turning this thing into a freaking world war. Where are our allied armies? Here they are. We need to get all these guys together somehow. Okay, so the bad news is the enemy armies are pursuing me. The good news is it looks like our friendly armies are on their way. So we might have a chance here. And it looks like he turned around now. What armies do we have going on up here? That's a neutral army. Yeah, that doesn't help us. So we've got about 4,000 total here. Not nearly enough to get this done. We're still waiting on some additional allies to show up. Okay, the army of Genoa has arrived. The problem is we're in debt and it's only increasing. It's certainly a big problem that doesn't appear to have any solution anytime soon. So we're going to have to probably turn and face these guys. What do we got? About 5,600 here. No, 4,600. Oh, there's another 1,200 on the way. Excellent. At some point we're going to have to actually fight these guys. Okay, I started moving this way, and I'm hopefully gathering all the forces. We're going to try to force a showdown here. They're running. Alright, interesting. Come on, guys, follow me, please. No, don't go there. Alright, here we go. This is going to get interesting because not all of our forces have yet arrived. There they are. Now we've got the number. 7,000 versus 5,000. He does have another 2,300 on the way, and we've got another 1,000 on the way. So this one is going to be interesting. We've got the edge right now, and that's really good news. By the time his reinforcements arrive, they'll be too late, and then they'll just get beat too. Beautiful. That did not look good when it started, but it ended up pretty good. That's by far the biggest battle we've ever had. 656 killed for us, 7,300 survivors, 2,300 killed for him, or at least losses. I shouldn't necessarily say killed. Details. Duke Christoph of Bohemia kills 49 in that battle. And 42 for Mayor Arnulf. Those are our two bigwigs once again. So, alright, there's some good news. We actually captured someone. But we've got to start turning the tide in this war. And just because we won one battle doesn't mean we're going to keep winning. Because it's all about keeping our armies together, keeping that coalition in one place. Which is not necessarily a guarantee. Alright, he's going in and besieging this territory we lost, so we're going to try and help out with that. Looks like they're leaving. Well, no, there's four armies here right now. Alright, there's that. That starts putting things on the positive side once again. Number 7,600 to 5,100 now in the available armies. Let's try to pursue his army. If we can defeat him in the field, maybe that ends this thing. My debt is certainly a concern, though. We got to catch up to him. It's a big chase now. Oh, he stopped. Okay. Oh, boy. I could grant you a tax lien. I'm going to have to. I just don't have a choice. I can't have an uprising right now. Alright. This is pretty well going to spell the end of the enemy armies. He's not going to have an effective fighting force after this. Alright. Oh, did my bodyguard get killed in that fight? Alright, looking at the knights. We killed 2 of his knights. Duke Christoph 34. So again, we lost 856 killed. He lost 1,400. He doesn't have much of an army left. All right, we captured the enemy. We took the fight to the enemy and started invading his territory, and I was able to capture him, which means we can put an end to this. Hostages taken by all war participants will be released. I keep the contested title. He's only going to pay me 31. That wasn't really all that great, but at least next time it happens, I've got a significant series of alliances that should help me with that. And as expected, no sooner had the fight ended than Emma's betrothed has passed away. So she's once again free to whoever, so that alliance worked out beautifully for me. Let's go ahead and look at alliance power now and just look for an actual good match for her that's a little more her age. Oh, we can even do that one as a matrilineal marriage. Perfect. Okay, so we're back to working on trying to regain control of our counties. I inherited the Duchy of Augsburg from Duchess Bertrada of Augsburg. Did she die? That's fantastic news. So once again, the Duchy of Augsburg comes back to me. Okay, and we have another war on our hands. The Duchy of Bavaria, Princess Theodorata, who I thought was in my council, has declared war on me over the county of Ingolstadt. Not going to happen. We're going to call all the allies to war, and we are going to mess her up. She's my aunt, I think, too. Ugh, that's frustrating. We have 7 wars we could declare, but I'm not going to declare any of those. Except maybe the one... Oh, Berchtesgaden. What would that be, all for Count Drogo's claims? We don't care about somebody else's claims. Okay. So let's call all of our armies to war again. But I think... Oh, man, it's 86% against already. I mean, even without my troops, we ought to be able to handle this one. My allies can come in and just mess her up. Okay, I think we're going to have the numbers here in a minute. We're waiting for this allied army from Genoa to arrive to help out, and then I think we'll go after the enemy. We'll probably not have the numbers at first when we first engage. See, 1,700 versus 37. But the allies are quickly approaching, and this battle is going to turn quickly. Boy, it's good to have those allies. We were at minus 98% on this war, just because they started at 86. Alright, it's still at minus 99, though, because the war score, I mean, the battles lost versus battles won. That's weird, because that's the first battle we fought. Alright, I'm not quite sure what else we can do here. We can ransom one of our prisoners, make some money. Can lawfully imprison Countess Rotreat of Nancy. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I didn't even get a chance to fight that war. It like gave it to her just so quickly. I fought one battle and actually won the battle, but still lost the county. Alright, well, that's not a huge change. I'm still the king. I still have duchies. I just lost a county, that's all. So I guess that the county of Nancy is now actually a part of my realm. It's showing as one of my vassals, so that's fantastic. I'm no longer the head of my house, which, oh, now it's showing me as the house head, but a minute ago it was telling me that Theodorata was the head of the house. Okay, time to pay the royal court a visit. We've got a decision to make here. I noticed 2 of my courtiers who share lodgings squabbling. Both have heavy dark circles beneath their eyes. I cannot share a bed with Eliuva a night longer. She's an insatiable swine. The way she hogs the blanket. Sounds like my wife. Interesting. Find new bunkmates. Fine, just deal with it. Figure it out, people. I would be delighted if your daughter Katerina could visit my court in Kempton to meet her peers. Okay, sure. Send her along. We got another one here. I'm judged harshly for my hospitality towards Hennick the criminal. It is not my place to judge. You must repent. Repent, Hennick, repent. Turn from your wicked ways. Okay, what do we got here? We can't get to grandeur level 2 at the moment. I guess we should raise the lodgings a little bit, huh? We can afford that. And add some servants. Let's do both of those things. Alright, cool. We still have the #1 court in the world. Of course, I'm the only king, so I'm the only one that has a royal court right now. Let's go ahead and hold court, see what happens. Sitting on my throne, blah, blah, blah. Enter the first petitioner. Mayor Heinrich approaches me. I come with grave news. It's increasingly clear the Swabians and Bavarians are becoming more, perhaps even too similar. That'll add a ton of prestige, but a lot of stress as well. Let's do it, though. Add that prestige. Count Hardwin of Ulm. I will serve you as a faithful vassal, Lord of Bohemia, in exchange for your protection. Excellent, yes. The boy has been at Adalgord's court with no one to watch over him since the disappearance of his dear papa. So they want me to make him my ward. Okay, cool. I'll do it. That was a pretty productive court that time. Can't do it again for 5 years. But we've vassalized yet another realm, so that's always a good thing. Let's take a look and see where we're at now as far as any important decisions that can be made. I don't think there are. The main thing right now is that we need to get to a financial position where we can create the Duchy of Salzburg. We need 250, so we're not even close. Okay, we've got 8 neighbors who can be vassalized right now, which is pretty crazy. And also, all we got to do is offer them low feudal obligations, which is fine. Eventually, we might want to start raising those, but we're not in a place to really do that at the moment. Okay. Let's see what that does. We're about to start seeing the realm grow in pretty substantial ways. My goodness. Of course, the larger the realm gets, the more difficult it becomes to manage it all. But there you go. I mean, there's what Bohemia looks like at this point. We control large parts of the center of Europe. I didn't think we would grow this quickly, but with the absence of other kings at the moment, it makes it a little easier to do that. Let's take a look for just a second at the houses as they exist. There are some houses starting to grow over here in the east, as you can see there, but nothing really in any major way in the west. We've got a few places where we see that, like right here. Lancaster, the House of Lancaster, starting to control a little bit, but it may be a few more generations before we start to see some of those titles merge under one name. And in the meantime, we'll just keep growing. But we're going to wrap it up right there. Long way to go in this one. It's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds. Oh, we've got 3 more. Hold on. Let's wait and do this. I guess adding those other vassals made more people think, maybe I too should become vassalized. So I guess that's kind of what's happening here. We now have 3 titles we can create. The Kingdom of Bavaria can now be created, the Duchy of Nordgau, and the Duchy of Salzburg. Of course, we don't have the money for any of those at the moment. Yeah, with some of that territory that was getting surrounded that thought, you know what? I don't like being in the center of all of this. And now we can add another one. So the more vassals we add, the more vassals we can add. I mean, that's kind of how this is going down right now. So there you have it. Man, we just pretty much doubled our territory instantly just because of people who had fear of my power. I now have 26 vassals. The problem is I need to gain some of those counties for myself because I just have very little direct income at the moment. So if you have suggestions on ways I can do that, let me know. Use the comment section below. Please hit that like button if you would. We'll see you again soon with another episode. Thanks for watching.